Alright, let's do some yoga. Plant your feet directly beneath you. Point your kneecaps forward. If your feet turn out, that is fine. Structurally, kneecaps, hip joint. Press down into your feet. Release the tension around the top of your pelvis. Be right on top of the femur heads. It almost feels like the inside ankles are going towards each other, so medial malleolus are pointing towards each other, a little bit of tension. Close your eyes, take 5 breaths. Last breath, open your eyes. Inhale, reach outward, upward, Tadasana. 5 breaths. Nose breathing. Back bend, reaching the thumbs back and your belly button forward, weighting the toes. Last breath, reaching forward fold, drawing your abdominals in and up towards your ribs, dropping your head. Again, feeling weight directly over the ankles. Eyes between your knees, 3 more breaths. Dropping your glutes, Utkatasana, trying to get your knees directly over those toes forward and your glutes back over the heels. Raising your arms up, taking the bend out of the back, controlling through the front muscles, abdominal core is pulling ribs down towards the pelvis. Weight is distributed. You can feel it right over those ankles still. Standing up, Tadasana. Back bend, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Feeling a straight line from your lumbar, top of the pelvis, all the way to your head. Pressing the floor away with your hands, pushing towards the floor with your heels. Dropping to your knees. Looking straight down, push the floor away with your hands. Creases of your elbows are forward. Relax and release your air. Take a deep breath in. Press the floor into cat posture. Pushing into your kneecaps, pushing into your toes. Tilting your tail, tilting your head towards each other. Release the posture. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, press again into cat posture, pushing the floor away, tilting the tail and the head towards each other. Releasing. Keeping the toes tucked under, pressing your heels back, relaxing your elbows to the floor, forehead down. Pressing your glutes in the air, dolphin posture. Trying to push the floor away with your forearms so that your head is not on the floor. Holding the posture for 5 breaths. Releasing your knees back down, releasing the toes, coming back all the way into child posture. Bring your arms back by your feet. Last breath, reaching forward with your hands. Keep sliding your hands forward, bringing your hips above your knees, turning your palm left hand face up, and then reach that arm long, stretching That left arm long, palm facing up, externally rotating. Coming back to the center and then turning the right palm up, reaching that one forward. Planting your hands, tucking your toes under, pressing into downward facing dog. Taking the bend out of your back, contracting through your abdominal core in the front, pulling your ribs down, closing the gap between the bottom rib and the top of the pelvis. Coming into plank, holding that front contraction, bringing your head over your hands, elbow creases are forward. Push the floor away. Think of your back as being flat as it possibly can. Trying to get the bend out of your back, trying to press your lumbar to the ceiling, and at the same time pulling your belly button in, bottom rib towards the top of the pelvis. Releasing your knees. Lengthening your right leg, left arm. Contract your glute to lift your leg. Try not to bend at the lumbar. Releasing. Take a centering breath. Lengthen your left leg, keeping the bend out of your back here. Reaching right arm, left leg. Releasing. Pressing into downward facing dog. Taking your left hand to your right ankle. Releasing, taking a centering breath. Right hand over to your left ankle. Releasing. Dropping to your knees. Take a deep breath in. Elbow creases forward. On the exhale, tilt your tail, tilt your head, press into cat. Breath in. Releasing the toes, dropping back into child. Three breaths. Lengthening your arms forward. Coming back onto hands and knees. And again, we're going to reach through. Trying to get to the back of the shoulder on the right side. Twisting, reaching the left arm. Coming out, taking a centering breath. Reaching left arm over. Trying to get onto the back of the shoulder. Reaching right arm long. Coming back to the center, hands and knees, taking a breath. Tucking your toes under, downward facing dog. Looking directly at your fingers, elbow creases are forward, simultaneously bringing the elbows to the floor. Dolphin posture. Relax your head. Use your elbows to press the floor away. Again, looking at your hands, pressing back up. Walking your hands halfway back. Not quite a forward fold. We're going to jump through, feet come forward. We're going to release all the way down, back on the floor. Once again, try to release the very top back of the pelvis towards the floor. It may feel like the bottom of the pelvis is tilting up. That's fine. Arms out, lower than your shoulders. So we don't want them out 90, just less. We're just going to release the legs to one side, keeping that shoulder blade attached to the floor, but allowing the pelvis to rock. Hips can move, glute cheek can come off the floor, but we're trying to stay stationary across the shoulders to the head and neck. And then to the other side, taking a centering breath. Bring your knees back up, finding the very back of your sacrum, lumbar, and then rolling to the other direction. And back into the center. Bring your knees in. We're going to come into shoulder stand. Bring your elbows close to your body. Lengthen your legs towards the ceiling. Lift. You can hold your pelvis in place here, or release your hands. Use your glutes and your core to keep your legs lifted, trying to work up onto the shoulders. And slowly into plow pose. We're going to take the legs to one side. Once again, keeping your shoulders right where they are, but twisting with the pelvis. Slowly moving your legs to the other side. Coming back into the center, back up into shoulder stand. And slowly coming into a bridge pose. Keeping the back bend. Toes are pointing forward. Trying to lift through this pelvis. Trying to take the very bottom part of the pelvis as high as you can, not the front part. So tilting up. Try to squeeze and use the glutes. Use the hamstring contraction. Trying to get the bottom of the pelvis lifted. Two more breaths. Slowly feel every vertebra go down, rounding the spine down. Last piece, it's the very bottom of the pelvis, let it go. Lengthening the legs. Fish posture. We're going to be right on the sacrum. And we're going to lift the legs. Small back bend. Pressure on the corner of the head. So right back by the ears. Looking straight up. Shoulders are relaxed. Lifting the legs. Bringing the knees in for a hug, rounding the spine all the way from the very bottom all the way to your head. Pindasana, coming into a ball. And releasing to the floor, letting your legs go all the way down. Palms face up. Yoga Nidra. Eyes are closed, lips are sealed, teeth are parted. Take a moment on each of your limbs. Your left leg, point your toe, flex the ankle, lock the knee, roll the hip, release. Take a breath. Right leg, point the toe, flex the ankle, lock the knee, roll the hip, release the leg. Take a breath. Left hand, make a fist, lock the elbow, roll the arm, release the limb. Take a breath. Make a fist on the right hand, lock the elbow, roll the arm, release the limb. Take a breath. These next 7 breaths, inhale, exhale through your nose. Start at the very bottom of your spine, rise up through. The seat of the pelvis. top of the pelvis. Soft tissue middle section. Middle of the ribs. Middle of the throat. Behind the mind's eye. On your last inhale, breathe all the way up to the very top of your head. Let it go. Let it all go. Slowly bring your legs together. Take a small breath in. Hold that breath. Roll up to a seated posture. Legs cross. Tall spine. Lift through your head. Sit down through your pelvis. Release your hands. Exhale your breath. Take a deep breath in. Another breath, keep it in, hold it in, take a big breath. Hold that breath. Exhale that breath, all of the breath. Hold no breath. Take one last breath in. Hands to heart center. Thank you everybody for your yoga today. Namaste.